So here is our yurt base. We make it out of 18mm ply that you can see we've done it on breeze blocks and 2x4s, the same way we've done the dome base. And as you can see, this has been built for 4 years and we've got some major problems going on. It's all the ply is completely delaminating, so this is no good. This is all needs to get burnt, and this isn't sustainable. Like, this 18mm ply is sort of £40 a sheet, and although it is like external ply, it just doesn't last. Every winter we have to take the yurts down. We've tried loads of different ways. So we've tried covering the whole thing with tarpaulin, tucking it right under. That didn't work. It just sweats underneath. We tried putting a picnic bench on top and sort of draping it over so there's a bit of airflow. That didn't work, still sweated. So this year we thought we need to come up with a solution. We were going to have to replace it with the ply anyway because they just look so awful. Like, you can see the layers of the ply is just all, well, it's just horrendous. We may do last year. I wasn't happy with it last year, but like, it's still structurally all right, but it just looks awful and eventually it will all completely rot out. So we have, I think, hopefully found a solution to this problem, and it is being delivered today. Okay, this is our pallet. So how many kilos did we decide this was? 640. Okay, so we might have to take a few of these. That should be 20. I think it's pushing it a bit. So Brian's just getting all the ratchet straps underneath the pallet and hoping we can lift it, but I think it's going to be a bit touch and go with this tractor. It's 640 kilos. We'll see what happens. No? Don't push it if it's not going to do it. Mind this. Yeah. Okay, plan B is to take a few sheets off and pop it on the pallet so it's not quite so heavy.
And then if we can pull the pallet right to the edge. Yeah. Just like you did it. It's very slidey.
Yeah. Do you want me to take the weight a bit of the... Is that going to work?
Can you go and sit right on the back of the thing, please?
Okay, and it's down. God, that was stressful. Wait, yeah.
Stop us slipping over.
Oh, scared me. Thanks, George. So we're now in a full-blown hailstorm, trying to just get these bloody sheets out of the way.
But where the hell did this hail come from? It's meant to be sunny.
I know. All weather says sun now, but no. Hail. Stinging, painful hail.
Oh, it makes it more fun.
Oh my God. Well, now the hail stopped, I can show you what I'm on about. So basically, this is made from completely recycled bits of plastic. So they've taken all the plastic that would have gone to landfill and they've compressed it into sheets that are exactly the same size as the ply and the same thickness. So this is an 18mm like we would normally use on yurt bases. But obviously, because you see how the water just runs off it, it's not like ply that's going to delaminate. It's going to hopefully still be around in however long we need it to be around for. So this is our solution to crappy delaminating ply yurt bases, and hopefully over the winter we won't have the same problem of how we cover them all the time. So when we're talking about ply, there's one thing I just had no idea, and is that it's made in China. I just had it in my head that if you buy ply from the local builders merchant, that it's not coming from very far, but apparently it's coming a blooming long way. Unfortunately, we already bought all this ply before we'd found this other recycled plastic product. So we're using this on the new, this is the new dome base. But I think in looking to a more sustainable option, having stuff made from recycled plastic is a much better option than shipping big sheets of ply from China, because that does not sound sustainable to me.
So it's Easter time now, and I'm lucky that I've got a couple of days off. So today's job is basically replacing this deck over here. We've got the first panel up and we're just debating on how we're going to replace it. So I think what we've decided is we've taken the panel off, and what we'll do is we'll go and bring the other, and then we'll use this one here as a template and then cut it and then put it straight back on there, so that we basically lift one up, replace one. What's the matter there, Vicky?
Screws stuck in.
Yeah, it's one that the head's totally stripped. So there you go, pulled it out. We'll use this one as a template next, and then cut it. We've got our trusty old generator again. Yeah, I think there's some screws left in this one that I couldn't get out, so it might be worth maybe drilling them out.
We need to crack on with these bases, but someone's gone off mowing, because mowing's a lot easier than this type of rubbish. Oh yeah, give me a wave. So we've got all of the old ply off now. My foot just went completely down this rabbit hole here, so we tried to like shove a bit more back in. I'm hoping the rabbits aren't there. So now we've got the rest of the board up there, and we just need to get it on here. And yeah, I think it'll make a lovely surface.
I'm using trusty old decking screws, and we're going to put down this new type of, well, ply, which is the plastic stuff. So yeah, if you want to drill a hole, and
I'm just worried because I don't quite know how it's going to be compared to like screwing into ply, but they reckon it's just like wood. I just don't want it to crack or anything.
Okay,
that's all right.
It's not too bad. I just worry that the stuff will crack. Yeah, it seems to be fine.
But it's so like airy compacted. Airy compacted, that's not the right word. It should be fine.
Well, I don't know. I've never used this stuff before.
No, it's all a bit of trial and error.
Well, isn't that what life seems to be these days?
Yeah.
Here we are on what I deem to be one of the worst days on the glamping calendar, and that is putting up the yurts. I absolutely hate putting up the yurts, and it generally takes us about 2 days per yurt to put up. And the reason it generally takes us so long is because, as you'll see in a bit, when we start putting up the spokes, as you put one in, another one falls out, and it's all to do with how level this is. And you would have thought that we've done this now about 8, 9, 10 times. We should be pros at this, but we're still not, and I absolutely hate it. So Vicky's at the moment just going to go around with the tape measure and make sure that it's all at about
153, but that's just a guess.
And then the next thing to do will be to then put the crown wheel up and the stands, and then to start putting all the spokes in. So there you can see we've got all the spokes already put out around, ready for us to go. Oh, the fun of it. So if you take a look, what we've done is we've put these on here, and we've used horsehair rope to tie them on. We've now got all of these attached as well. So what these are going to do, they're going to become your 4 points of stabilization. One at the back, one in front, one on each side. So this is always the bit that Vicky loves, and this is where we lift this bit up. So what we're going to do is we're going to now essentially tip this.
Hang on a minute.
Just like this. And this is going to rest.
But we've got a bed in the way, which we don't normally have.
No. And so then one person lifts and one person pulls, and then it comes up, and hopefully you don't over pull it, because then you get squashed. Vicky, do you want to pull?
No. So the worst of the woodwork is done now. It actually wasn't too bad this time. I think we might have got some techniques going now that we now sort of know what we're doing, hopefully. So yeah, naked yurt. So we've finished New Holland yurt, thank goodness. And this is actually the first year we've been able to put it up in one day. So we started about 11 o'clock this morning, and it's now 10 to 6. We've had a couple of breaks, including like an hour for lunch. So I am shocked that we managed it and it is all hunky-dory. Inside you'll find some children watching YouTube, and the floor looks really nice. I think we've got the liner all almost in, so yeah, all in all a good day. So we're just taking up the ply for the green yurt base now. All the screws are a bit kind of stuck in and aren't really working and are snapping, so we're having to drill some of them out. But basically we've got to take all this up and then replace it with this stuff. So we started to look for middle panels. Then because we've got guests here, we're going to take all these new bits down and cut them down there so they're not quite so noisy.
So we've just finished cutting all the bits, and we actually didn't have a proper marker pen. So what we've done is we've gone into Annabelle's stash of stickers and we've marked each one with a different thing. So this one's rainbow, this one's a butterfly or bow.
That's a yellow bow. So
that's a yellow bow.
So I've got a little key here that tells me where everything goes. So yellow bow goes over here.
Cool. And what's that one next to? That is next to?
Orange comet.
That's comet, yep.
Yeah, that's number 8. So that lines up like that.
Well, we hope it all lines up, and then we've cut it right. This one is heart. And then you've got like the big flower there.
Double heart. Is it
no,
double
this is single heart.
One heart is there next to the very front.
Okay, so let's go and put that one in. Once this is all screwed down, we're going to go down and have a bit of lunch. And
then our favourite job, get the yurt up, whoop whoop.
Didn't you say Rachel was coming to do that with you?
I've said to Rachel she can have the afternoon off. Bless her.
But wouldn't anybody rather be here helping us get this all up? This is so much more fun.
Maybe the guests want to help.
No, the guests are hiding. They've gone out for the day, and
they heard there was a whiff of getting the yurt up.
To be fair, if I'd gone somewhere, I wouldn't be helping. God, I'm here to relax, not to do this. Anyway, looks like Vicky wants my help. She's getting a bit ahead of herself.
Right, come on then. So we've finished the base now. We've reinforced a couple of bits we needed to reinforce, and now we need to get the kickstand on. So I've just measured the door to make sure that I'm starting at the very edge of the door here. I think that's about right. And then I'll just carry on putting it around basically. So we've managed to get all the woodwork up now. It actually took us like two hours.
Something like that, but we did have help from our
fantastic we've got our glampers here. We've never put a yurt up while glampers have been here, and they came and helped us, which was amazing. So yeah, so we've done that, and we're going to leave it up like this overnight and then get the covers on in the morning, as it's now 5 o'clock. So time for tea, I think. So it's day 2 trying to build this yurt. Luckily we have our amazing glamping guests here who are going to help us. Who came on holiday and actually they're going to end up working. So luckily the yurt is still standing. We were a bit worried that poles might fall out, but it's been fine. We've loaded the car up with all the stuff, and now we just need to get it going. Right, so Brian, I can't remember, does these go on the inside or the outside?
They go on the outside. Because so you guys.
Yeah, you
right, so we'll go this way. Line this one up with the edge here. Carry on walking those? Yeah, just walk around.
Oh my god!
We've just managed to get all the insulation layers on. Vicky's just tying it up there so that it doesn't slip down. And it's been absolutely amazing because we've got our lovely glampers here helping us get it all on. It's just what would have taken us like 2 hours. We've now done in 22 minutes, which I think is just absolutely fantastic. So obviously we've still got the green cover to put on, and we've got the waterproofing cover. But, wow, 20 past 11 and we're here. That's just some going.
So all our glamping guests are left now, and we've just finished off doing the belly bands and stuff around the green yurt. It was so much quicker with the help. We've never had help before, so having a team of people was amazing. So thank you, Sam, Paul, Trevor and Jen. It was very kind of you to help us. So yeah, so now everything is up, blue yurt's up, the dames are in use, and this is the last one to get up. So we've got, bless you, we've got guests in here next weekend. So yeah, we've got a whole another week until we've got guests in, so we're a bit less up against it, which is good. So we've got a week to get it all ready. If you've got any questions about the product that we use for yurt bases, it's from a company in Wales called Second Life Products, and I will leave all the information in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more behind the scenes fun here at Tractors and Cream.